Hello and welcome to the week. The first session of Jammu and Kashmir Assembly got underway today. The assembly will run for 5 days. This is for the first time that an assembly session has been convened in Union territory. Remember, Jammu and Kashmir was without an elected government for the last 6 years. After the revocation of Article 370, there have been calls for election and electing an assembly. Finally, elections were held in September and October this year, which elected National Conference and Congress to the power. The BJP emerged as a strong opposition, and today the assembly session began with the election of speaker. The National Conference veteran politician Abdurrahim Rathar, a seven-time MLA, was elected speaker through voice vote. He said that he will conduct the business fairly, and he thanks his party colleagues and other members of the House for showing trust in him. Speaking on the occasion, Omar Abdullah congratulated his party colleague and saying that he has a vast experience as a seasoned politician and he expects him to conduct the business of the House fairly. Abdullah said that he expects him to give more time to the National Conference, but then there are other members in the House and I hope he will be dealing fairly with them. After that, Sunil Sharma, the leader of the opposition, stood up and congratulated Rathar, telling him that he wish him all the best for being chosen as Speaker of the House, and he said that they will cooperate with him in the conduct of the business fairly. He also reminded Rathar that there are several young faces in the BJP camp, but at the same time he said that they will maintain discipline, but at the same time their discipline should not be misconstrued as weakness. This was some kind of a statement that Sharma made, that BJP will act as a very serious opposition in the House. Later, other members also spoke, like the Congress MLA Ghulam Ahmad Mir. He congratulated Rathar, reminding him of his tenure as Finance Minister of Jammu and Kashmir in the past. Sajad Lone also spoke, and he said that they need to show unity towards achieving the collective goal, especially the restoration of statehood. Interesting development happened soon after Sajad Lone spoke, when Waheed Parra, the young MLA of PDP who was recently elected from Pulwama, stood up, and when he started speaking, all of a sudden he told the speaker that he knows that the agenda for the House has been settled, but he expects them to accept a resolution calling for discussion on the resolution of Article 370. With that, the House witnessed noisy scenes with BJP leaders jumping from their seats and shouting slogans and trying to shout down Waheed Parra. On the other side, the government side also stood up and shouted at Waheed Parra, asking him to calm down, as this was not the time. As the order was restored in the House, Omar Abdullah rose up from his seat and said that this attempt by Waheed Parra was primarily aimed at the gallery. Umar said there will be time for the private members to introduce bills and speak on different developments, but this was not the time. He said this was done primarily for the benefit of statement. Later, speaking to the week, the National Conference MLA Tanvir Sadiq said that they will definitely bring a resolution as per the commitment to the people of Jammu and Kashmir to discuss the revocation of Article 370 and statehood by the BJP versus Tanvir Sadiq said that they will bring a resolution. Later, the National Conference also posted on X, saying that what Parra did was primarily for the benefit of the gallery. They also accused him of circumventing or trying to basically sabotaging the move of the government to bring a resolution. The post from the National Conference said that they are committed to bringing a resolution and reflecting the collective will to restore the dignity and honor of the. But Waheed Parra emerged some kind of a showstopper today when he stood up and maintained his ground and saying that this is important, that this resolution needs to be discussed because it has led to the disenfranchisement of the people of Jammu and Kashmir and dispossessed them from their rights. Later, the governor came and he addressed the House listing a litany of developmental projects undertaken by the central government post Article 370 in Jammu and Kashmir. He spoke about education, reforms made in investment, business, tourism, and so said today that the government was government understands that they need to do more. And the most important development, the most important statement the governor made was that they will collaborate with the elected government for the restoration of statehood. Something that is worth noting, because recently in the first cabinet meeting, Omar Abdullah passed a resolution for the restoration of statehood. Later, the LG Manoj Sinha also approved that resolution. Omar later flew to Delhi and handed over the copies of the resolution to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He also met Home Minister Amit Shah, and he also met senior BJP leaders. All in all, it was a day where we saw a lot of action today. And the first time, remember, Jammu and Kashmir has been without an assembly after Article 370 was revoked in 2019, and when the BJP made the Article 370 move, splitting Jammu and Kashmir into two union territories. Now elections were held in September and October. Now there is an assembly, elected assembly, an important forum. This assembly does not have the same powers that Jammu and Kashmir's previous assembly had when there was a state. Nevertheless, the several MLAs who spoke to the week, they said that they are hopeful that this is a forum, a platform that they will air their grievances, represent the will and aspirations of the people, talk about their problems, and also highlight what needs to be done for the welfare and the benefit of the people. All in all, a busy day. It will continue. The assembly will continue for 5 days, but today marks an important day that an elected assembly in Jammu and Kashmir has got down to the business for the first time since the revocation of Article 370.